Let's close our eyes together and imagine an ideal future where each new day is met with confidence and calm, where challenges do not frighten us, but only help us to become stronger. We don't give in to our emotions, we control them. Imagine how wonderful it would be to live in a state of inner harmony every moment. But what if it were possible to start building that future today? The ancient Stoics revealed to us the keys to self-control. In this video, you'll learn about the Stoics' simple but very powerful advice on how to stay calm and clear-minded in any situation. It doesn't matter what happens in our lives, it matters how we react to it, as the sage Epictetus said. By applying these principles of Stoicism to our daily lives, we can radically change our attitude to stressful situations, stop being victimized by them, and learn to manage our emotions and reactions. Let's focus and direct our attention to what has the potential to change our lives for the better. Let's appreciate every minute so that we can use it as productively as possible to expand our knowledge and personal growth. Ready to dive into the fascinating world of Stoicism? Then let's begin our exciting journey. Principle number 1. Build resilience to adversity. Life is like an exciting game full of surprises. Sometimes we easily evade the blows of fate, and sometimes they hit us right on target. Imagine spilling your coffee or suddenly being hit by a downpour. These minor annoyances can annoy you, can't they? But what about more serious challenges, such as losing your job, having relationship difficulties, or failing at something you've been putting your heart and soul into? It's natural to feel overwhelmed at times like these. But what if you look at it all differently? What if we accept trials not as cruel games of fate, but as training for our fortitude? Strength is not in dodging the blows of life, but in overcoming them. Every obstacle we go through, every no we have to hear, is a kind of training for our endurance. We shouldn't run from the pain. We should look squarely at our problems and tell them, "You will not defeat me." Even the toughest trials carry a lesson. For example, quitting a job can be a lesson about determination or a pointer to the right path in life. Problems in a relationship? This is a chance for you to learn how to communicate better or develop self-knowledge. The key is to shift your focus from thinking about why things are happening to you to what you learn from these situations. This way of thinking builds not only your resilience, but also your wisdom. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as exercise strengthens the body." Your trials are your teachers. Instead of worrying about past defeats, think back to moments when you overcame and found new reserves within yourself. Use that knowledge in your next fight. Each challenge is not just a test, but an opportunity to improve your resilience. Learn to sort yourself out and manage your emotions, and you will become not just someone who weathers the storm, but someone who can manage any challenge wisely and effectively. Not just words, but life tactics you can use today. Gradually, you will become not just strong, but a wise person who can overcome anything life throws your way. Principle number 2. Practice gratitude every day. Let's talk about gratitude. Practicing gratitude isn't just superficially putting a smiley sticker on every problem, as if everything around you is perfect. Rather, it's a process of sifting through and finding the golden line, the little shining moment that goes right, even when it feels like the whole world is upside down. Let's analyze this. Let's say you're running late and the bus has just left. It's an unpleasant situation, sure, but look closely. Now you have the opportunity to spend some unexpected moments in the open air. Take a deep breath and savor them. Spilled coffee on your favorite shirt? Not only is it annoying, but you might discover something new in your closet. Perhaps a shirt that was previously hiding deep in your closet will now become your new favorite. Learn lessons not from ignoring life's challenges, but from finding a balance that will help you not get lost in the tough moments alone. When the day is overshadowed by clouds of problems, gratitude can seem like a distant response. However, it is in those very moments that it has the power to turn things around. Remember Epictetus's words of wisdom: "Wise is he who does not grieve over what he does not have, but rejoices in what he does have." Principle number 3. Develop compassion for yourself and others. Compassion is a special kind of deep consideration and kindness. It is the art of recognizing human vulnerability, understanding that everyone, including yourself and others, is trying to cope with the situation at hand using all available resources. It's easy to be harsh on ourselves and others, judging for mistakes or failures. However, what if we instead tried to approach with understanding and compassion? What if we interacted with ourselves and others as we would with a close friend, offering help rather than judgment? Be kind to yourself. Instead of self-blaming when mistakes occur, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Approach yourself with the same compassion you would approach another person in a time of need. Remember that self-care is not selfishness, it is a necessity. You cannot share something that you yourself do not have. Every person you meet has their own struggles hidden from your eye. Keep this in your heart when interacting with others. Perhaps the cashier's rude treatment is due to his own difficulties. Perhaps your friend who cancelled plans is simply overwhelmed by circumstances. Seek understanding and kindness in these situations. As Marcus Aurelius said, be tolerant of others and strict with yourself. Ultimately, compassion makes the world a better place. It starts with you and reaches out to the entire planet. It improves relationships, reduces stress levels, and brings inner peace. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. In a world that seems harsh and unforgiving, you can become a source of compassion and see how it transforms not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Principle number 4. Strive for growth, not perfection. Perfection is a trap that can lead to stress and frustration. It is best to focus on continual development, learning and moving forward. This doesn't mean that it's not important to try to reach high standards, but you should do it consciously, realizing that perfection should not be the main goal. The main goal is constant progress. Try to find opportunities for personal growth every day. Perhaps you will be interested in trying out new techniques for solving problems at work or learning how to cook a new dish. Growth can be found in both big and small accomplishments. It involves stepping out of your comfort zone and taking on the challenges of the unknown. Every step forward, even the smallest, is a victory. Appreciate moments like these. When you have completed a challenging task, take time to evaluate your efforts. Learn from mistakes, because that's how you grow as a person, and try to celebrate every accomplishment, no matter how small. These small steps shape your mindset on the value of progress and stability. Remember that development is a gradual progression, not the attainment of perfection. There is always something new to learn, to improve. This journey is about continuous personal development and adaptation, not about achieving perfection. Once you adopt this mindset, you will notice that your stress and pressure levels decrease, leaving room for a constant sense of achievement and fulfillment. Principle number 5. Embrace simplicity in life. Life can be confusing, but many of these complexities arise on their own. Embracing simplicity means paying attention to the truly important aspects and discarding anything unnecessary. It means enjoying simple moments like a walk in the park, quiet time with a book, or a conversation with a friend. Start by organizing your physical and mental space. What commitments, activities or thoughts aren't doing you any good? Let them go and focus on what adds quality to your life. This simplification reduces stress and helps you realize what really matters. Simply planning your day can bring a sense of peace and stability. It doesn't have to be strict, but having an overall structure can help manage stress. It ensures that the important areas of life, work, leisure, relationships, get the attention they deserve. Simplicity is the ability to enjoy the here and now. It is recognizing that it doesn't take much to be happy, just appreciating what is present. This doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for more, but do it out of a sense of fulfillment rather than a sense of lack. By embracing simplicity, you will discover that life becomes more peaceful, more joyful, and surprisingly, more fulfilling. Principle number 6. Maintain healthy relationships. Humans, as social beings, are intimately connected, and our well-being is largely dependent on our relationships with those around us. It is important to realize that not all relationships are equally important. Healthy relationships based on mutual respect, understanding and support play a key role in our lives. Such relationships help us cope with stress and rejoice in good times. Therefore, it pays to actively work on building strong and positive bonds with others. This involves listening attentively, showing empathy and understanding, as well as setting personal boundaries and respecting the boundaries of others. A healthy relationship is a reciprocal process that requires cooperation and effort from both parties. It is also important to remember the dangers of toxic relationships, which can negatively affect your well-being, distort your perceptions, and fail to respect your personal boundaries. Feel free to distance yourself from such relationships for the sake of your mental health. Just like a garden, relationships require care and attention. Regular communication, quality time spent together, and expressing appreciation go a long way in strengthening the relationship. Remember, it's not the quantity of them that matters, but the quality of the relationship. A few sincere and healthy friendships are more valuable than many superficial and negative ones. Principle number 7. Accept change as a constant. Life is a constant motion, and everything around us changes, from seasons to technology to trends. However, people themselves remain a constant. Refusing to change is futile. It will only drain you. Embracing change, on the contrary, brings strength. This means you need to be able to adapt, be flexible and resilient. The main thing is not to give in to the fear of change. Remember that with any change, it is important to ask yourself a few questions. What is new? What has changed? What has disappeared? Then it's worth thinking about how you can adapt to the new environment. Maybe it's learning new skills to change activities, or finding new ways to communicate in a long-distance relationship. Adaptation is your main tool in this world of change. Don't forget that although everything around you is changing, you can always find stability within yourself. Your values, goals, and desires remain the same. When the world around you seems chaotic, look to your inner stability. This will help you move forward. Remember that you cannot predict the future, but you can be prepared for it. Keep learning, keep developing, keep challenging yourself. The more you do this, the better you will be for any changes. Remember that change is not an enemy, but an opportunity for your growth and development. Principle number 8. Embrace the power of perspective. Life is something of a roller coaster, full of ups and downs. It's easy to get lost amidst the chaos, but we have one important weapon, our perspective. How we perceive what is happening around us determines our experience. The essence of Stoicism is that it is not so much the events as our reactions to them that matter. Visualize yourself as a mirror. It simply reflects your surroundings without reacting to them. Similarly, you can remain as calm as this mirror, watching the storm of events unfold. Every day we are faced with the choice of how to react to situations. You cannot control the world around you, but you can control your reactions to it. That is your true power. It is not the events that matter, but your reaction to them. Accept it. Choose wisely. Calm instead of chaos. Understanding instead of anger. Start small. The next time something causes you irritation, take a breath and ask yourself, is this worth the upset? With constant practice, this response will become your automatic response, even to serious problems. Changing your perspective is a powerful tool in your arsenal. Use it wisely, and you will see your world change, not because it has changed, but because you have changed. Principle number 9. Develop self-awareness. Have you ever tried listening to your thoughts? Not fleetingly, but really stop and listen. What internal dialogue is going on in your head, and how important is it? Your inner dialogue is the key to your emotions, your decisions, and your life. Observing this dialogue and understanding what it is what self-awareness is all about. This ability can make a big difference in how you approach situations. Imagine your mind divided into two parts: the thinker, who reacts to events, and the observer, who relates to them with an open mind. The observer within you is a kind of inner Stoic who can help you in difficult moments. When faced with challenges, switch to the role of observer. Watch your reactions without getting involved. It is important to understand and be aware of your emotions so that you don't give in to them. Constantly ask yourself the question, why am I feeling this way? Understanding the root causes will help you not just react, but respond intelligently to events. As Marcus Aurelius said, the power over your mind is your advantage over the outside world. Remember this and gain the power to control yourself. The philosophy is not to ignore emotions, but to not let them dominate your being. Start small. Observe your reactions to everyday irritations. Become aware of them and let them go. With practice, your ability to introspect and manage your emotions will only grow. Remain calm and centered despite the challenges you face. Principle number 10. Cultivate moments when you are thinking about yourself. Have you noticed how often your mind takes you far into the past or future, distracting you from what's happening in the here and now? For example, you may be at work, but your thoughts are preoccupied with the weekend. Or you are with your family, but your thoughts are busy with work. These are normal occurrences that many of us face. However, being truly present in the present moment is an extremely powerful tool for relieving stress and finding inner peace. Being present in the here and now means to dive fully into the current situation and not get carried away by thoughts of the past or future. Mindfulness does not require any special skills. Simply open all your senses to everything you see, hear, feel, and sense right now. This will bring you back to reality. Try practicing it in everyday moments, whether it's eating, walking, or talking to someone. When you are truly present in the here and now, stress gives way to calm. Your thoughts are not racing ahead or lingering in the past. You are simply present in this moment. This kind of meditative concentration brings clarity and peace. It allows you to face difficult situations with clarity and calm. As Seneca said, true happiness lies in enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. Like any other skill, mindfulness takes practice. Try setting reminders throughout the day to periodically stop and check in with your presence, your thoughts and feelings. As you gain experience, this practice will begin to change your default state to a more aware and relaxed state. In conclusion, Stoicism can indeed serve as a valuable guide for overcoming difficulties in life. By applying the principles of this philosophy, such as simplicity, confidence, and mindfulness, you can develop a sense of calm, wisdom, and virtue in the face of stress and obstacles. It is important to remember that it will take time and effort to master this approach. However, each step leads to continued progress and a more balanced and fulfilling life. Don't put off getting started until later. Start mastering the art of Stoicism today so you can be prepared for stressful situations. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more content. Be strong and resilient in all circumstances you face.